All right. Here we go again. All right, can you hear me? Let's see here. All right, let's write down this information here. All right. All right. Still not sure what's going on, but hopefully you guys can hear me. All right, you can hear me? Cool. All right, I'm gonna put the number in here. So if you guys want to call in, let's see here. All right. That's good. You all can hear me. That's going to be pretty important here in a minute. All right. So there, if you guys want to call in, there's the ID and there's the password. All right. Cool. All right. Australia, what is up? How's Australia doing? You guys still on lockdown over there? I know you guys been hit pretty hard. I know I'm a little early, but I wasn't for sure if I could get on here real easy. And I just want to make sure I was on by 4:30. So everything seems to be all right. We should see. Me and Mike Liberty Liberty Warrior did a little practice run earlier, and we just thought we'd be on for real quick. We ended up being on for 50 minutes. So it really goes by fast when you're on here and you're doing 3 or 4 different things. But yeah, so today I believe is the 15th of April, 2021, and a little chilly here in Michigan today. So a little rainy, nasty. So yeah, first time I've done this all by myself. So more I do it, easier it'll get. So how you doing, Texas? Carolyn? All right, cool. So yeah, so as of today, I believe 122 million Americans have had the first shot, and that number increases by 2 million a day. So I believe there's what, 330, 340 million people in the United States. So we're over a third have already got the first shot. And I gave you some stats yesterday about Michigan. I believe Michigan was 27% fully vaccinated, and was it 47 or 49%? 16 and up have already had the first shot, I believe. So I don't know, pretty staggering numbers in my opinion. But I don't know, maybe that's why they want everyone coming through the border. maybe something's going to happen here shortly with all the people that take the vacations. I don't know. So much information going on. It's hard to say what's going on. Another thing I noticed when I was looking, did you guys see the head of Denmark's medicines agency, Tanya Eriksson, collapsed during the press conference announcing the AstraZeneca discontinuation? She's up at the podium, and then all of a sudden she just, I don't know, looks like she kind of got real stiff, and she just right on her. So I don't know if that was today or yesterday or when. Let me put in my email in case anyone needs to get a hold of me about coming on or anything like that. Let's see. Not real good at typing and looking and talking, but I guess I should have paid more attention to school typing class, but that's all right. We're going to get through it. Like me and Mike said before, we are going to go to South Dakota, Mount Rushmore for the 4th of July. We'll probably get there on the 2nd. We'll stay to the 6th, more likely. So if y'all can come, that would be great. We're going to have a good old time. Oh, I don't know what's going on with that vacation. I mean, I really don't. Mr. T's been kind of promoting it lately. I believe they stopped the Johnson & Johnson one. I believe. I don't know if they stopped it in every country, but I know they. I don't even know if they. I don't know if they stopped it here yet. But heard rumors they're going to stop it. I don't know. Does it cure the? Well, see, now I might be getting in trouble talking like this. I don't know. Let's just say there's a lot of information out there, and y'all got to do your homework on it and make your own decision. I'm not ever getting a vacation, period. So I really don't need to do. I've already made my mind up. I'm not doing it. So it's real easy for me. We just got an email at work, big long email. I don't know who the guy is, some executive or some I don't know, burning his mouth about you got to be safe. We got to be safe and all this stuff. And I decided to get the vacation. Who's next? Well, I didn't email him back because it probably goes company wide, probably 400,000 people. I didn't email him, but sometimes you kind of want to do things like that. You kind of want to email the guy back and go tell him a little piece of your mind, but sometimes that's not the smartest thing to do. So I guess we'll see how work goes tonight. Here's how smart I am. I went into work last night, and I didn't even have to go to work. We got a group text to all the boys at work, about 6 people. I made a group text so I didn't have to text each one of them. And I was going to put it on there to that group text, but I texted my buddy Brian. I said, "Hey man, we got to work tonight." He said, "Yeah." I said, "That's what I thought." I'm like, "All right, well, basically I'll see you there," all that. So he beat me there. I get about a mile from the plant, and he calls me up and says, "Hey man, you ain't gonna believe this, but we ain't got to work today." So I'm like, "Whoa, all right, I'm out of here." He said, "But hold on." He said, "You can come in if you want." I'm like, no, I'll just drive back. But he was already in the plant, and they asked him the same thing. "Hey, you can stay if you want." "No, I'm leaving." So yeah, it'll be a good time at work tonight, which it always is. But kind of funny. All right, so Jules says they paused the Johnson & Johnson here. That's what I thought. Talking about Mike Lindell, Jules. Yeah, I had the flu shot when I was in the military, Caroline. Um, I ain't getting no more. Mm-mm. Yeah, I was on early, Mike, because I didn't know if I'd had trouble getting on, so I got on a little early. So now if Six Finger don't watch it, now we already told him what time we come on, so that's on him if you don't want to watch. So I know Mike asked the other day. He said we need more advice from. So I've already read these before, and I got maybe I don't know, maybe 6 or 8, maybe 10 of them here. I know I got a bunch more in Florida. So we're just gonna start over, go through the whole thing again. But they're all very great, and they all hit the spot every single time. So this one's advice from a sunset. So it says, be amazing, savor special moments, close the day with beauty, have a glow about you, keep your inner fire burning, make a dramatic exit, and show your true colors. And I thought you were bringing me some cookies, man. So that's from a sunset. So it just kind of reminds you, to do all those things. So we, here we got them hanging up a little few places, but in Florida we have them all through the house. So it's pretty cool. Wife did a good job on decorating the house in Florida. This one's from Mayaca River State Park. So if you guys are from Florida, when I speak about Mike, it's Mike. Mike is Liberty Warrior. So actually, he's right above you in the comments, Jules. So yeah, I wish I could talk to Mike Lindell, but he's busy. So we'll get him someday. I'm not worried about it. But so yeah, if you're from Florida and you know where Mayaca State Park is, that's where this is from. So when I get down to Florida, we might go down there next month. Yeah, I get some scuba diving in. I'll get some teeth for. I'll bring them out to South Dakota. Give them to some kids out there. I'll give them to Mike's kid and Jabal. I think he's got a basketball team working on a football team. I think so. I'll give some teeth to him. If adults want some, I'll give them. I got a ton of them. I'm gonna find more. So if I give them away, that gives me a good reason to find more of them. So I don't mind giving them away. Funny story about that is my mom. She don't like giving them away. So we there's so many stories I could tell you, but I'll tell you two quick ones. If you ever been to Florida, you can see. Well, Tampa Bay is the lightning capital of the world. I didn't really know that. Up here in Michigan, you get thunderstorms, but down south, man, you really get thunderstorms. I mean, it's like end of the world type stuff, right? So me and my mom started out, and we're at a public beach. I think it's Nokomis was the beach we were at. And Michelle, she just likes bathing in the sun, and I don't like to sit still, so I like to go out, look for stuff, walk, like run down the beach like Hasselhoff or whatever. Not really, I'm just kidding. But I like finding teeth. It gives me something to do. And so me and my mom were walking down. We seen the storm coming in, but it was kind of coming from our left, and we were kind of walking down the beach to our right. And we weren't really worried about it. It wasn't even raining yet, but we knew it was coming. And we're just kind of focused. We're finding quite a few of them. We get way down there on private land, way down there. And then we hear a couple thunder and some lightning. I'm like, we should probably head back. So we start heading back, and we're kind of looking, and I see like way down there, there's a couple people, lifeguards on a gator, and they're glassing us. They're looking at us, and everyone had to get everything off the beach. So Michelle had to take all the chairs, all the blankets, all the beach stuff off the beach, and so they come down. They couldn't really go on private land, but they just took a chance or whatever. When we started getting closer, they pull up to us. They're like, "Hey, hop on! There's a storm coming." And we're like, "All right, whatever." And they're like, they looked a little worried. They're like, "You guys know that the Tampa is the lightning capital of the world, right?" And I'm like, "Well, I do now. I didn't know before." You know, me and my mom's kind of looking at each other like, "It's no big deal to us," but so now we know. And I didn't know at the time lightning or Tampa was lightning capital of the world. But so then another time, my mom gets all these teeth, and some days I don't really find too many, or now that I know that she don't like to give her teeth away, I will purposely, if I see a kid walking by or whatever, I'll be like, "Hey, you want some shark teeth?" And usually my mom will be walking up with a handful of shark teeth. She'll look what I found, and I'll see a kid walking by and be like, "Hey, you want some shark teeth?" And then I'm like, "Hey, Ma, show him your shark teeth." And then she'll show him like, "Well, hey, just pick a couple, just pick a couple of hers." And my mom looks at me all like, "What are you giving away my shark teeth for?" And she gets pretty upset about it, but she always gives them away. But it's it's pretty funny. I don't mind giving mine away. I'm gonna find more, but she lives up here and she don't get down to Florida as much as I do, so I just find it funny that it really bothers her giving them away. Then we got like a gallon jug of shark teeth, and uh, I gave a ton away, so we're pretty even now. But we probably got about that much, and they're real tiny shark teeth. Maybe tomorrow I'll get them out and I'll show you. And then when I go scuba diving, I find the bigger ones, like 2 inch. Haven't really found like a big 4 or 5 inch yet, but I'll find them, and I like doing it. So, and you're supposed to do it every 6 months. At least go scuba diving every 6 months. So, if not, if you go somewhere and you go scuba diving, then you got to do like a refresher class, and I just rather keep diving. So, but so yeah, that's a pretty funny story about mom not giving her teeth away. So, but yeah, a lot of things going on. Yeah, I was on there early, about 10 minutes early. So, you guys have the number up in the top. If you guys want to call in, you got to have Zoom. And I just brought Mike in earlier, but we'll see what happens. If you guys want to call in, call on in. Yeah, our company's not really pushing the vacation yet, and I don't think it will. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not really getting one, but yeah, the big megalodon teeth, they're up in like North Carolina. That's where the big males were, and the females and the adolescents, the kids were down in Florida. So up in North Carolina, you'll find the big. I think the record's like 7 1/4, and I think that's up in Cooper's River. But I really don't want to dive that because you got to do everything by feel, and there's like gators and snakes in there. So no, I'm not gonna do that. No. Nope. So, what else we got going on? Yeah, we're not getting a vacation. No. I don't like needles anyways. Not gonna do it. Yeah, so last night I was on with Mike on his channel, Liberty Warrior, and we had a guy, Jeff B, call in. That was a great surprise. The guy's just full of knowledge. I think he was background in one of the 3-letter agencies. He didn't really say too much about himself, but he just gave us a ton of information on this happened because this happened because of that happened. So that was pretty cool. I think I got his email. Mike got his email, so we're going to get in touch with him. Probably going to have Pat Althouse back on. He was on, what was he on? A few days ago, I believe. I don't know, a couple days ago on Mike's channel. Did like over a 2-hour video with him. He was the writer of Immortals, and they stole it from him, and they made the Matrix. So he's in court with them, and eventually he wants to make the original how he thought it should be, how he wrote it. They stole it, they didn't understand it, and they just cobbled it all together. So if you ever watch the Matrix and it don't make sense, that's why. I believe there's 4 of them, I believe. But I just watched it again for the first time 2 nights ago, and it really ties into what's going on right now. So pretty interesting. So yeah, every day at 4:30, I'll be doing this. So that way, if you guys want to call in, or if you want to just chat on the chat over there, get to know each other, make plans about South Dakota, that's fine too. Now the guys at work, now they can call in and they can be on. This is going to be way better because you know, when we're off work, it's hard to get together. So this is way better. So Chris, Solgat, I don't know if you're listening. We can be on. I don't know, Jimmy, I'd like to get him on here. I'd like to get them all on here. Brant, Ken, Florine, all of them. So if you guys are not watching right now, then I will be letting you know at work that we're ready to go. So yeah, I'm from the Flint area. We all need to get together and make a plan. As Mike says, backyard, what is it, backyard barbecue. Have a barbecue, talk about what we need to talk about, get a plan together pretty soon. If things don't change, I believe they probably won't let you go to work unless you have the vacation. Won't let you go grocery shopping if you have and they've already done this. They've already said you can't travel, can't go to Hawaii if you ain't got your German papers with you. I don't know about any other countries. I'm sure there's a few countries that you can't travel to unless you've got proof. Oh, just like the was it St. Vincent or St. Thomas? They had an eruption and a volcano, and they said, well, we're not going to help you unless you have a vacation. I think that's kind of illegal, but I don't know. That's how this whole thing works, right? If you consent to it all, it works. If you say, no, I'm done with it, I'm not doing it, then they don't know what to do. Well, I don't consent. I know Mike don't consent. He's on his YouTube thing. It says, I don't consent. And I know all you on the chat don't consent. That's why you're on here. So, I don't know. I'm real tired of being a slave. I'm real tired of, you know, all my money going to bills when it don't need to go. We've already paid for that. We've already paid for all that stuff. You know, the Queen and I believe the Queen owns all the land of the world. And my buddy Paul's asking me how do I Zoom call on your live stream? Well, let me tell him. So yeah, she owns all the land. Very interesting how all that come about. I don't know how you guys would find it though. I don't know. I don't know if that'd be on Google, maybe DuckDuckGo if you type that in. I believe she owns all the land. And then the Vatican, they got all the gold down there. So they had gold. Let me text him real quick. I can't do 2 things at once. So they found so much gold underneath the Vatican. It was like 60 meters. What was it? 60 meters tall. I think it was like 220 meters wide, and then it went on for 150 miles. So that's how much gold's underneath the Vatican. I think it's all in the good guys hands now. So let me text this number to Paul. See if he can figure it out. So that's a lot of gold. That's all our money. So and then they've been stealing from us forever. I always wonder what Mike was doing the whole time he was on there. Now I know. A lot going on. Yeah. Yeah, you know, all the stores I've been in now, they don't even ask me. About the mask anymore. So we got our first caller. So let me see if I can struggle through this. Try to bring him on. Oh, it's Mikey. What up, man? It comes in. Juan Donald JT Dog is connecting to. So I don't know. See, I don't know what I got to do now. Oh, I can hear you. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, changing it up with the Juan Donald JT Dog thing, huh?
I got to keep you uncomfortable. I got to keep you guessing.
Well, I was messaging my buddy, and I looked up, and then it was like, oh, somebody's on there, so now I know how to bring someone on, so that's pretty easy. But when I'm on your channel and I go to the waiting room, it's just totally different. So it's fine. It's just right up in the middle of the screen. So
yeah. So when I click on the last little bit, which is the passcode, it throws me into your waiting room, and it says, please wait for the host to allow you to join the meeting. And then as soon as you click on it, I came right in. I didn't have any problem on the computer. Computers are way easier, I think, than the phone. But anyway, yeah. Great show. I just thought I'd drop in and say hello. And
well, yeah, anytime, man. You know that.
I just want to tell your viewers, Jeff is super laid back, super easy to talk to, and it's really easy to get on here and join the conversation, and don't be afraid. The first step is the hardest, like Jeff says, and if you're going to grow as a person, you got to get uncomfortable. He made me uncomfortable today when I was trying to help him figure this stuff out, and we were having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. And yeah, I wanted to start out early because I didn't know if I'd run into any problems or not. And I kind of did run into a problem right off the bat. But I think when I get on here, it goes right to, I'm looking at YouTube, and I just exit out of that. And then Zoom comes back up. And then I already got my computer on the other side for YouTube and the chats. So it's all good. It's just like anything else. The more you do it, the better off you're going to be.
So I just have to tell you, my son has got my phone, and he's watching you right now. And he just messaged you off my phone. He did that last night on my show, and I couldn't figure out how'd that get on there, and it's him. So I was picking him up from school when you went on. So I was trying to hurry and get home so I could get on my computer. And he heard you talk about the shark teeth. And
yeah,
he was all excited. He's like, can I tell Jeff thank you on your show tonight? I said, yeah, if you want to say thanks, that's fine.
Yeah, I usually give like I said, give them away. That way I can go find more. And I just got them laying around the house. I got probably a ton of them in Florida. I got a baggie of them here. And I got a lot of junk stuff with it too. It's you get a lot of whale bone, which are cool sometimes, but anything black down there you want to pick up because it's it's kind of hard to see. So you just throw it in your bag, and then when you get up, you can talk to the guys on the boat, and they're great. They're like, yeah, this is junk, or this might be something, but it really don't look cool. Whatever you want to do, throw it off or keep it or whatever. But some of the whale bones have like big slashes in them where the teeth, went to the bone. So I don't know. I like that stuff. I think it's pretty cool. They're 6 million to 20 million years old. So, and you just see the kids' face light up when you give them to them. It's pretty cool. It's all worth.
Well, my son wants to make a necklace out of it already. He's already talking about it.
Yeah, I got some good ones for that. And I've never found a real big one, but I've been on the boat where they come up with one big as your hand. And I think the California Meg or the Golden Meg or something is kind of like a brown and a gray, beautiful tooth. You guys can get online, look it up. Pretty interesting. But yeah, they're 6 million to 20 million years old. So, I always tell some people, I'm like, well, the hardest part about getting shark teeth is pulling them out of their mouth before you get bit,
Well, I already told my son that. He's like, how does he get those shark teeth? Does he pull them out of their mouth? I said, yeah, he dives down there and grabs it by the nose and just rips it right out.
Yeah. Yeah, they just found a big tiger. Where was it, Michelle? Naples? I think it was in Naples. They found a 12 or 14-foot big tiger shark. So you usually don't find them on that side unless they might be over there because the water's a little warmer. They might be breeding over there or something. But those are some big sharks. So I wouldn't want to bump into one of them. So I don't know if my buddy's gonna call in or not. He's trying to, I think, but
well, you can kick me off here anytime you want. I'm just reading your thread right here. Have you looked into the White House website, flashbang declared state of national emergency? Any thoughts on this? I haven't heard anything about that. That's news to me.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't heard anything about that. I don't know if it was. I wonder if it's national emergency about the border, but I'm not sure. I haven't heard it. About Russia. Yeah. Didn't Putin? Putin told Flashbang to do not mess around with Ukraine. Do not get involved with Ukraine.
Really?
Yeah. Putin said, don't get involved for your sake. So we'll see what happens with that. Hearing a little bit more about Ever Given. I think they want like $1 billion from the owner. They restrict, or not restricted, but they're not letting the boat go. They confiscated it or impounded it or whatever you want to say. But so that's interesting. Find out what's on that. I don't know if it'll ever be public. It should be public because that's gonna. Once that becomes public, that there were little ones on there, and that's gonna send off it's not gonna be good worldwide. We've all know this has been going on forever, and when you get physical proof of it, then now it's a whole nother level. They've been doing kids, drugs, weapons, you name it, right there in front of our face. And, as long as it don't affect us, we just sit back and do nothing about it. Well, those weren't my kids. We got to stop thinking like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, what's nice about when I get to work, I get there about 7, then figure out some things, then you come on at 8. So that's kind of nice. So give me something to do.
Getting a lot of emails, a lot of people sending information to me. And I encourage that. It's a lot easier for me to open up emails and read the information in it than it is people messaging me on the board and trying to send links. For some reason, when they send a link on the board, I don't know if it's because they send it to you and it's live, and then after it is not live anymore, it won't allow you to open it up. I don't know, but I'm sure enjoying all the emails that I'm getting.
I tried to do that. Man, it must have been a while ago when we were talking about the fall of the cabal. I went to my, I got another little channel on Telegram, and I tried loading them up on there, and it wouldn't let me. So I'm not sure about what's up with that, but so yeah, I just put one of my emails down on there. So if people want to email me about getting on, I was just talking about getting Jeff B back on here sometime. Maybe some other guys. I know my buddies at work are probably gonna want to get on eventually. Already texted them.
Yeah, you gotta get Tom back on.
Yeah. I gotta plug my computer in. Oh man. So yeah, I don't know if you missed it, but I did a advice from a sunset.
Yeah, I caught that.
Yeah.
That one. That's a good one.
It's been a while. I'll keep redoing them. They're all good anyways. But yeah, we'll keep doing them. Yeah, I don't see my buddy on here yet, but that's no big deal. We got time.
I see 28 viewers right now and the board's blowing up.
Yeah, it seems like it always takes a good 10 minutes or so for people to start chit-chatting on there.
You're up to almost 30 now, so it's all good.
Yeah. What's up, Sked Warrior? Mike got me going on this. Got me all squared away on it, so now we can do what he does.
She'll call in. Scad Warrior 2. She's a great patriot. She'll call into your show. I promise. Matter of fact, if you got time, call in now, Scad Warrior.
Yeah. So it was the Ukraine she was talking about, Mike. So what do you guys think about that? I think there's going to be a false flag, like a nuclear attack, but I think it's going to be false. It's going to be a nuclear scare, and I think that's what's going to wake everyone up. Just my opinion. See what happens.
Some of the stuff I heard today was that we're at a point right now where and I think we all know this, there's just not enough people awake. There's still too many people wearing things. Every time I seem to bring that up, I get haters. Why you keep saying that? Why you keep saying that? It's my choice. You're right. It's your choice. I mean, if you choose to do that, I get it. But if you're doing it because you're following orders or you're doing it because you're told to, that's where I draw the line. That's where I have my issue. I mean, if you got a health condition or somebody, I know Scad Warrior 2's got an issue and she explained that to us. So I understand those issues, but if you're doing it just because they're telling you to, that's my problem. Or if I see people driving around a car by themselves wearing it, I mean, come on.
Yeah, walking down the sidewalk with it on.
And that's what they're saying. There's still too many of those people out there basically doing what they're told. And so it's kind of holding up this whole process. And until we get to a certain point, they're just going to let it drag on. And I don't know if I believe all that or not. I'm just sharing what I heard.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's hard to decipher what's good, what's bad, what's right, what's wrong. I don't know. It's crazy, but yeah, we just got to help one another. Which what you did for me today was great, because usually I help people, and I really don't like getting helped. To be honest, I don't like getting helped because I want to do all the helping. So, and sometimes I probably never would have asked you, but you brought it up, and I said, yeah, sure. So I was up north getting rid of a bunch of leaves at the dump or whatever, and there was an older couple over there. As soon as I pulled in, I knew they were struggling. Had a big old tarp and just a truck full of leaves. So I look over at the guy. I said, "Hey, you guys gonna need a hand?" He said, "No, we got it." And I kind of knew they didn't have it. I just knew it. So I should have just stopped what I was doing and went over there and helped him, whether he liked it or not. But I didn't do that. I said, "You know what? You say you got it. I'm gonna let you have it." I said, but if I'm done with my truck, emptying my truck, then I'm going to go over and talk to him. And by then, they had it done, but I should have just stopped what I was doing, went over there first and said, look, man, I'm not helping you. I'm helping your wife. They probably would have got a chuckle out of it, but still, that's what I should have done. So even though he said no, it's being prideful, and I am guilty of that. I will not ask for help. I will go out of my way and not ask for help. I'm the most hard-headed person I know. But sometimes you just got to be like, look, I'm going to help you, whether you get mad or upset or whatever. I'm helping you, period. I know you need help, and I know you ain't going to ask for it, but I'm helping you anyways. Hopefully all that.
Well, I enjoy helping. I enjoy teaching. And I always seem to be that person that learns from the school of hard knocks. And it's so frustrating for me to have to go through so much frustration to get where I want to go. And if I see someone like you, my friend, or anyone else that starting down that same road, and I know that you're technology challenged like me, I kind of want to help you. So that,
Yeah.
I mean, you got nice hair, Jeff. I don't have any hair, so I don't have any left to pull out. You know,
Yeah.
you still got some hair on your head. I don't want you to have to pull that out to try to get where you're going. So I'm always willing to help. And Brittany says I'm back. So I guess she's back for round 2. And then Scad Warrior 2 says, do you know if Nancy P was full of ice cream? I don't know if Brittany was making a reference to that earlier this afternoon when we were on, but let me tell you this, Scad Warrior 2. I love ice cream, so they need my help. Somebody can buy me a plane ticket. I'll go over there and eat as much ice cream as I can. So as long as it's vanilla or caramel, I'm all in.
Hey, Paul, you come on in right now, brother. I'm not going to kick Liberty off. We'll just we'll move him to the side. You come right on. So just call in. You'll go to a waiting room, and then as soon as I see your name, I'll bring you in. You might have to, if you got an Android, you might have to flip over to another screen, and you'll figure it out, man. But just don't wait, man. Just go in the waiting room, because I didn't know if you were having difficulties or not. So.
You know,
he's
Steve,
saying I'm trying to be patient. Oh, all right.
I like Steve's post up there.
Yeah.
We gotta quit bashing each other and tearing each other down. We need to build each other up, and we need to band together and do this together. So Steve, you're hitting the nail right on the head there, brother.
Yep.
Appreciate that comment.
Yep. Yeah, I just got it right here. I said, in my notes, I said, try for one good deed a day, basically. So yeah, I was going to talk about that, and Steve already brought it up. So that's awesome. I don't try really hard to do one good deed a day. Sometimes I do one big one for a week, or I always do little things like hold the door for somebody, or say thank you, or whatever. I always do the small things, but like buy someone lunch or dinner or something like that. That might be once a week type of thing. But I always, and some days I just don't even make any conscious effort about doing anything good. I just trying to get through the day. But that's always nice, because that helps a lot of people. Like last week, I think I bought dinner for a young couple, or it was 2 girls, and I made their day. I made the waitress's day, made my day. So 4 people got blessed that day. So that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome, Jeff. I'm chuckling at Brittany's comments, because I was asking her, she meant ice cream, about what Scad Warrior was talking about. And she said, no, we kept talking so much about my screen, your screen, our screen. It sounded like we were saying ice cream. And I don't think I have any kind of accent whatsoever. When I talk to other people, I always hear their accent, and then people say, oh, you got an accent. I'm like, no, I'm from Idaho, man. We don't have accents there. But
yeah, see,
I have been in North Dakota for a while, so I'm sure I probably pick a few things up here or there.
it's for me, I've been everywhere, right? So I grew up here in Michigan, then I went down to Texas when I was in the Army. Then I was in Maryland, then Texas, and then all over. So I got like a whole, people look at me, they look like kind of strange. They're like, you got an accent, but it's kind of all jumbled together. So it's hard to pick my accent out, I think. But yeah, out west, Washington, they got a little accent. East, Northeast has got a wicked accent. Down south, of course, has an accent, but not down south. You got Florida accent. You got Southern Florida, then you got Upper Florida, then you got like Alabama's different. Mississippi's different. It's just Kentucky's different. West Virginia's different. Arkansas is different. But I'd say Alabama.
Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana. Yeah, you can barely hit. Like, whoa, you got to slow down when you talk to people from Louisiana.
I think it's just beautiful. I think it's beautiful how different people are, and I enjoy accents. Sometimes I have a hard time trying to pick up certain words, and I have to have them repeat because what they're saying, I can't even hardly understand what they're trying to say. But I love accents.
When I talked to Six Finger the first couple of times, it was like I can understand them pretty good now. But every once in a while, he'll catch me with one of those words, and I'll be like, "What?" But yeah, he's a good dude. He wants to go skydiving, don't he?
Yeah, he does. Hey, Paul, if you're still listening, keep trying, man. Keep trying. You'll get in. I'm excited to meet this guy. I've heard a little bit about him, so
yeah, we went to different schools together. I went to Penn State. He went to the State Penn.
Did you really go to Penn State?
No, I didn't. I didn't go to State Penn either. Close, but I didn't go.
I went 4 years to Boise State back home.
Yeah, that's a purple field there, huh?
Blue. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little different back 10 years ago when I was watching I'm probably screwing them all up with this whole thing because I just put all the numbers together and you don't know which one's which. I didn't label them. I'm not nice like you, Mike. I just give them the numbers. Like, you figure it out. So it's probably me that's screwing them up. Because I put some dots in there.
Brittany says, I sound like the biggest hick in the world from Arkansas there.
My daughter's got
I like the accent. I like the accent. More accents, the more different we all are. I just think it's amazing that God made us all that way and accept each other for who we are, right? The world would be boring if we all looked the same, sounded the same, thought the same, acted the same. But I think I've said it once before, some of my favorite food has got to be coming out of Louisiana.
Yeah.
I love to eat. I love food. And man, Louisiana, one of these days, I've never been there, been close to one. I was working in Texas. I was going to go to Louisiana. Never met it, but never made it. One of these days, I want to go down there. I'll spend a week just eating their food.
Yeah, I got another funny story about New Orleans. I'll tell you in a second. But I got to actually do some work at the Nassau plant down there, and so we were right on the outskirts of New Orleans. So great time. But we took my mom there for her 60th. It was me, my wife, my sister, my mom, and so we went to the Casino Harrah's down there downtown, and we said, all right, whoever wins get to pick what we're gonna eat. So none of us won, but I just lost the least. So I said, all right, we're all having oysters. Hey, Paul's in. So we all have oysters, and man, that was nasty. I don't like oysters, raw oysters. Ugh. All right, you should be in, Paul. If you're on YouTube, you're gonna have to shut YouTube off. There you are. All right, now you should be able to turn on your mic.
I like that. That's a good deal. Hey, real quick, Steve, man, he's blowing it up tonight. He's hitting everything right on the head there. Good job, Steve. Keep pumping that truth out. And what you're saying, I agree with you 100%. It's time for us to make a difference instead of just talking about it.
Absolutely. Then my Jules Howe, she's my aunt on here, and back a couple years ago when we were traveling everywhere, and now do I gotta unmute him? Mike, or
Yeah, you may have to switch him.
all right, I did. I see a red. There you go. Should be good now, Paul.
Here we are, gentlemen.
Oh man, look at you.
How we doing?
Great. How you doing, man? I probably screwed you up with all those numbers I didn't put in correctly, but I don't like to make stuff easy on people, But you figured it out. I knew you would. You're probably sweating right now, ain't you? Can you hear me? Now you'll figure it out here in a minute. But yeah, so my aunt, she goes, Johnny Cash song is "You've Been Everywhere," which is a great song. I love it. But I think I looked up all the things on there, and I've been to quite a few of them. I can't remember. He says a lot of Crater Lake, Salt Lake.
Yeah. I think he even says Boise, Idaho at once.
Yeah, he says a bunch of them. Kalamazoo. I don't know how you could ever remember that song, but you're probably trying to get on video, right? You want to be seen? You'll have to click on your.
I believe I have you connected now, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, great. How we doing this evening?
Outstanding. How you doing?
Great show so far. Keep up the good work. Definitely interesting world we're living in.
Yes, sir.
I've caught a couple of your guys' caster you put out, you and the Liberty Warrior. First, I'd like to say thank you to both of you gentlemen for doing what you're doing. It might not seem like much, but for some, it seems like a lot. It takes a lot of want, I guess, to get up and actually do this. Yeah, first you're gonna feel awkward, you're gonna feel nervous, and people are gonna tell you you're silly. That's okay. Just keep pushing forward.
Move that line forward. Move the line forward.
It's amazing if you don't give up, you stay persistent. What happens, gentlemen? And that's the biggest part of it. So definitely, they're gonna try.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why you're cutting in and out. You might just be in a bad spot or something, Paul. But yeah, if you're comfortable, man, that's a bad spot to be.
I don't know. I'm going in and out here. I don't know how it's sounding there.
Yeah, you're going in and out.
This is all new to me as well. I'll figure it out as the days go by.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be on here every
so
day.
Paul, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
So have you started your own channel as well?
I have. I'm not out there like you two gentlemen are, but I have.
Okay. Well, all I want to tell you, Paul, is go for it. Nothing but good's going to come from it. Nothing but good has come from me stepping out of my comfort zone and going after it. And I thank Jeff all the time for pushing me off the end of the dock. His call out and his courage, I think, got a lot of us going. So we're all here to help you along the way. If you ever need advice or help, just reach out, because I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. I'm kind of losing you guys in and out. I lost half of your conversation there, your comment. I do apologize. Like I said, I'm building it. I'm trying right now to get better and better. As the days go by, we will get better, and bigger.
Yeah, I try every day to get better. Some days it works, some days it don't, but just got to keep going, right?
That's right. Keep on trying. Persistency.
Keep it on.
Yeah, that's how it works. You might find yourself in a trash can one day, but you might find yourself in a mansion in a week if you keep trying hard enough.
That's right.
And that's not my goal. That's not my goal. I don't want to see a mansion. Actually, what I'd like to see is a better environment for everybody. That's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah, hopefully that day's coming, Paul.
Well, yeah, for example, if you're still watching the news, the mainstream media news there, good luck with that. They're only going to tell you what they want you to hear and know. I think we've all figured that one out. But like, for instance, this morning I wake up, the first thing we see is, they're going to pack the courts.
Yeah.
Once again, here it is. What people speak before doesn't come true later. So that's what we're up against. I was told by a very old, wise man years ago that a narcissist is the hardest person to beat. And I think that that's what we're fighting against are a bunch of narcissists. People that's
Absolutely.
okay for people it's okay for them, not for us though. And then we're fed up. We're the ones that are working. We pay our taxes, we pay the bills, we pay their, partially their salaries. And I just I feel like we've been left out, even with this new stimulus, this new package deal they're talking infrastructure. I don't understand their word for infrastructure, but I've heard growing up that our infrastructure, is our roads, our highways, our move, our American move, how we move. It's just not just an American, it's actually worldwide. This is how progressive they've become. So we have to make a stand, basically. Long story short, stand up. Stand up.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We've always had the power. We still have the power. All we got to do is stand up. That's all we got to do. It's that simple. You want this to be over with, take the mask off. Period.
Yeah,
Say, no,
I
I
mean,
don't consent.
it's funny that mask is so funny. You ask people, do you believe that that's doing you better or doing you worse? Well, I don't know. Okay, so that tells me right there you have not done no research at all, and that's the problem right there. There's zero research done. Everybody's believing what they heard or what they're hearing or what they've seen. They don't understand Hollywood's big. The cinema's big. The picture's real big. It's a big screen, and they can do what they want. And we've allowed that because we're at a time now that we say we're going to do this, we say we're going to do that, but not one of us do it. We're still supporting them. We are still on big tech. We're still using Google. We're still using a lot of Amazon, eBay, Facebook. I mean, we're still supporting them in a sense, or we say, I'm not going to shop here because I'm not paying for a foreign country no more. I'm going to buy American only. But yeah, every one of us go to Walmart. Every single one of us do. And so that's where I'm at, gentlemen. I'm pretty firm in my stand with it. It's taken me a couple of years now to actually look at it this way, but also in those last few years, I've looked at things in different perspectives as well, angles. I looked at this guy's view or this lady's view or their view, whoever. I looked at everybody's view, and that was my fault. I'm looking at my view now, and I believe it's truly wrong. It's a crisis that's going on right now that's bigger than anything ever. You can lead people to a train car, let's just put it that way, but you have to pump tons of fear into them, and that's what they're doing, people. That's what they're doing. They're pumping fear into you.
Absolutely, and their philosophy is do as I say, not as I do. We see that all the time with them going to baseball games or going to get their hair done, not wearing a mask, but they want you to do it, and it's just a bunch of nonsense in my opinion. And we got to stand up. We got to fight back.
For sure, and that's why I'm along with you, gentlemen. Like I said, it took me a couple of years. I didn't want the finger pointing. I didn't want but man, then I thought about that. Riddle, you know me. I've had that my whole life. I don't got it. Why should I care about this? I should actually, and that's where I'm at. I should care about this, and I believe a lot of other people should as well. When you're seeing 2-year-old, 3-year-old children being dropped over a wall at the border and then left, or you're watching video of certain incidents and then the numbers aren't right. Come on. That's blatant. It's in your face. And the only way we're ever gonna make an example or make it stop is to stand up. And we've all played video games. You lost a lot of lives in certain areas on certain boards to beat that level. Well, I believe we're at that level, and it's scary because our children are the ones that are gonna witness more than we. Scary.
I'll tell you what was really sad to me. I think it was about 2 days ago. I went and dropped my son off at school. I drop him off every day and I pick him up every day from school. Here where we live in North Dakota, I would say probably a good 90%, maybe even more of us don't wear diapers on our faces any longer. And I pull up behind this car in front of me, and three elementary kids get out of the car, and all three of them had those things on their faces. And the mother driving was wearing one, and I just went, man, that's just, in my opinion, and I know everybody's got their own opinion, and some people think that it helps, but in my opinion, it's just horrible for our children. We're hurting them not only physically by them having to wear those constantly, but we're hurting them mentally too. And that, to me, is shameful. It really is shameful that the world is doing this to our children, and worse things than that. But it's just, it's all connected to the kids in one way or another.
Well, that's good you bring that up. Now we're seeing with the J&J, certain things that was guaranteed. That's the big word, guaranteed. They're at first certain age groups, specifically pointed at children, age groups, and now they're saying there's big words now that are coming out. Clots is one of them. Seizures. So I mean, we're just at epic times that are biblical in lots of ways. That if you sit back and you really just sit, watch, listen, you can actually learn something right now. And I can't get it out of me enough. I urge so many people just to sit back, watch, and listen, because you're going to learn right now. And if you don't, then try harder, I guess.
Yeah, I was on Facebook a few months ago, and I said, there are people are complaining about their kids not going to school. I said, you're not going to learn nothing at school. Your kids ain't going to learn nothing at school. If you haven't learned, you can learn so much from this year. You'll learn more from this year than you will your whole life going to school.
Well, and they want to control that the big C word there, and they want to push this like a.
Yeah, you're breaking up again, Paul. So we'll see. I'm gonna wrap this up here pretty soon. I gotta start heading to work, but
And the business field, mom and pop stores. That's crazy to me, and I don't understand how we're profiting as a country, let alone as a world. And so we have to look into that. That's what we got to start looking into is seriously, who's pulling strings here? Who's pushing the buttons? And there's big figures that pop up then, and then you dig down those holes for a while, and then you kind of spawn off of those into other areas. And you see why the canal there was kind of spun out for a few days, and the $400 million or $1 billion, whatever it cost an hour.
Yeah.
You see the monopolies, what I'm trying to get to. You see the trigger effect. You see the domino effect. You see what's happening. And then now what you're seeing, or what we are seeing, I'm noticing a lot now, are, okay, these people that stood up a few months back, we all know what I'm talking about, are now being shunned or turned against. And that's the people we are fighting against. If you're not for it,
right.
Like the gentleman just said, you don't do what we do, but it's just, it has to be heard. So I'm having a problem. That's why I'm starting slow, maybe 2-minute, 3-minute videos at first, because I want to say so much at first. I have so much that I've dug into that I'm like a ticking time bomb with this information, and
you sound just like me when I did my first video. It was 15 minutes, but I wanted to do like 5 days.
Yeah, and you don't want to stop, and then you catch yourself, you're like, you're not finishing one thing, you're starting 2 other things, then you're going back finishing one of them, and it's like, oh, okay, slow down a little bit here.
Yeah, we know all about that, don't we, Mike?
Yeah.
But that's the time, gentlemen, that we're in, and it's almost, I don't want to say desperate, because I don't feel desperate, but I do feel that this has to be out, this has to get out, this has to be heard in lots of ways. I mean, there's so many people that we see every day. They're sheep, they're zombies, they're,
Yeah.
And it's, you can try until you're blue in the face talking to them, and they want to point a finger and say you're wrong. And so where do we draw lines at that, I guess would be my question on that.
Yeah.
Because I want to grab right a hold of some of them right by the front of their shirts, and I'm not lying either. And like tell them you're a silly, like something's wrong with you. What happened? You know, I mean, you don't see the common in the sense here, and I don't understand that.
Right.
Well, every time I get frustrated like that, in my mind, all I can envision is myself grabbing somebody and grabbing a big giant truth popsicle and smacking them upside the freaking head with it. But I know that we can't do that, and it is what it is. But some of you guys, if you go back into some of my other shows, you'll find that I reported, I think it was around last week, that Orange County, California, there was a big problem with them wanting to make the schools in Orange County School District vaccination centers. And they were going to do this not only in the schools, but without even letting the parents even know about it. So I just want to let you guys know out there that are researching, Paul, I don't know if you know about it, but that's something that's a pretty big deal to me, that they're even trying to pull crap like that, you know, vaccinating your children before the parents even know. So, and I was able today, Jeff, to figure out, so I got my Rumble, my Telegram figured out, and I was able to start pulling my videos off of YouTube and post them on Rumble, so people can find me on Rumble now. But I was able to repost some of those videos that YouTube took down too, because of the content. So I'm going to start blasting all over Rumble and Telegram. And then that way, if people want to share my videos, because sometimes Facebook and other places won't let anybody share my videos on Facebook or anything because they're coming from YouTube. So
Right.
I started putting everything on Rumble so people can go to my Rumble account, which is Liberty Warrior 86, I think it is, and they can go on there and share my videos. So.
All right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up for today, and I'll probably start a few minutes early tomorrow. That way, because I got a set time where I got to leave, and we're getting there. So.
All right, buddy.
I'll be on your show, Paul. He's Liberty Warriors on at 8. If you want to call in there.
Yeah, love to have you on, Paul.
Sounds
There's
good.
a bunch of, if you go to the comments, Paul, there's a bunch of people on there got their own channel. Scad Warrior 2's got her own channel. I'm not sure if anyone else has a channel on there. I don't know. I didn't really see. I don't know if Shepherd of the Forest is on there or not, but there might be a few other people on there that have their own channel. But the more you're on here, the more you'll see. But yeah, just keep making them, man. You'll get to where we're at. So
I appreciate you, Jeff, for having me on. I appreciate your time.
no problem, man. Anytime.
I am definitely more interested. Next time I won't be on such a limb. I'll have my little notebook. But
Yeah.
yes, God bless all of you and stay safe out there.
Yes.
All right, you too, man.
All right, Jeff, I'm signing off.
brother.
Good luck at work tonight. We'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Thanks. All right. So everyone, remember, take your mask off, shut the news off, and we're gonna end this live stream. We'll see you guys tomorrow about 4.